Imagine if we could predict the future with AI, astrology, and numerology. Imagine if you knew the future, what could you do? For education's purposes only. Let's see how we go.
I noticed that as more farmers moved to the metropolis, the areas that were crucial for feeding the populace were gone. I observed that a man who has been rejected by the vast majority of the populace and who has not been elected by the populace is standing at the head of the citizens. I see many people observe the crumbling of a nation's strength and the people as the end of a nation's prosperity, and I hear many claim that this is practically a constant thing. I observe that individuals are being compelled by lofty ideals to pull themselves out of this crisis. It'll be regarded as a means of surviving. I notice flowers everywhere, and I believe that restoration must begin with restoring the truth before restoring the people. I observe and hear the populace is aware that just a few things can save us: the eradication of external corruption and the purging of evil forces. I had a terrifying image of seeing the same two catchphrases, freedom and democracy, written on signs and banners all over the place, meaning something else. I see in a distant land that the people have been stripped of their rights and are now powerless, serving only as machines. While losing everything, many owe something to everyone. I hear many say that their leaders are embracing the idea that if they don't help out friends in need, they'll be restricted to crimes. I notice the darkness continues by presenting a tweet storm and a collection of quotations that have been taken out of context in order to support a bombardment of the repeated. I see many perceive a threat that many people haven't noticed, but that will nevertheless result in a collective destruction, debt, and ruin. I overhear a man claiming that the years of theory have ripped many apart more than any other time in recent memory. I see many people talk about a pacifist making a claim about power, because while the pacifist is willing to accept assistance from others, he or she chooses not to stand up for themselves or others. I observe that the populace has been signing accords and encouraging our adversary to encourage a more active flow of goods. I notice that wherever cerebral incompetence reigns in the lives of the people, the questionable darkness manifests itself. I see many say they find it surprising that the mainstream is beginning to ponder why everyone despises their entertainment. I perceive a relic of democratic blind obedience when people flee the city to escape the decline of urban lifestyle. I hear many declare that one standing would be don't listen to repetition. I notice that many people are beginning to recognize three issues: the control, the deterioration, and it's getting more obvious. I see many observe their friends are overly sensitive to suggestion, and the darkness has mostly focused on developing their most negative tendencies. I observe the repeated attempts to portray itself as the defender of democracy. Additionally, the primary function is to influence public opinion. I observe a country bumbling up, puppets that are used again, a darkness, and friends that are in need of protection from the security and riders that the elected officials protect. I see many observe that when food prices cause a nation to experience widespread inflation, the people are aware of their internal connections because we all experience pain. I observe a man grumbling because he finds such shoddy work intolerable.
Check out past posts to see what we got right, and let us know in the comments to improve the algorithm. To find out your own numerology and how it affects your life, check out the description.